Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Preview Review Part 1. Today we're looking at episode 15 of ABO Desire the series, and let me tell you, this is one of the most emotional turning points yet, especially for the love story between Shaoyou and Huayong. After the shocking events of the last episode, where Shaoyou was poisoned through wine by his own half-brother, the tension has reached a whole new level. Now we see how Huayong reacts, and how their bond starts to shift from quiet trust into something much more intense, protective, and emotional. The episode begins with Shaoyou waking up in the hospital. What's interesting is the way the scene is framed. He doesn't immediately understand what happened. Instead, we see him struggling with dizziness, with his body heavy and aching. The details about his abdomen hurting and his head spinning really make us feel his vulnerability. But before he can even fully grasp his situation, the first thing he notices is Huayong's presence. This sets the tone right away. No matter how broken Shaoyou feels, Huayong is always right there. What struck me most in this scene was Huayong's determination. The doctor is literally telling him he needs surgery for his damaged glands, but Huayong refuses, insisting that his body can heal naturally. It might sound reckless, but what it shows is that Huayong is so focused on staying by Shaoyou's side that he won't even let his own injuries be a distraction. He insists on putting up a bed right next to Shaoyou's, refusing to leave him for even a moment. This isn't just care, it's devotion, the kind that borders on obsession, but in a way that makes us realize how deeply he feels. For Shaoyou, waking up and seeing Huayong pale and covered in blood is almost too much. His first instinct isn't even to worry about himself but to panic over Huayong's injuries. That's what makes their connection so powerful. It's not one-sided. Huayong might be the protector, but Shaoyou's heart beats wildly at the thought of losing him. That mix of fear and relief when he realizes Huayong stayed by his side adds layers to their relationship. The dialogue here is subtle but emotional. Shaoyou asks about his half-brother, Sheng Shaoqing, the one who poisoned him. And even though Huayong doesn't outright confirm it, his silence and the way he looks at Shaoyou say everything. He doesn't want to break Shaoyou's heart with the truth, but at the same time, he can't lie. It's this carefulness, this thoughtfulness, that really defines Huayong's love. He treats Shaoyou not just as someone to be saved, but as someone whose emotions must be protected. Another moment that stands out is when Shaoyou notices Huayong's injury. He doesn't buy into Huayong's "I'm fine" act, and instead, he frowns and worries openly. This flips the script, because while Huayong wants to be the strong protector, Shaoyou refuses to let him carry the pain alone. That mutual concern is what transforms their bond from simple dependence into something far more intimate. And then we get the tension with Shen Wenlang's entrance. His arrival breaks the quiet atmosphere, but it's so important because it shows how protective Huayong has become. Wenlang's sarcastic comments are aimed at destabilizing Shaoyou, trying to remind him of past manipulations. But this time, Shaoyou isn't swayed. His cold dismissal of Wenlang shows growth. He's no longer the passive one getting caught up in other people's schemes. And the reason he can be this strong, because Huayong is right there beside him, steady, bloody, but unflinching. What makes episode 15 so significant is the shift in dynamics. Up until now, Shaoyou has been pulled between family betrayal, political gains, and his own insecurities. But here, Huayong's actions make it clear that Shaoyou isn't alone. Even when poisoned, even when betrayed, he has someone willing to defy doctors, bleed out, and ignore his own pain just to watch over him. It's not just romance, it's loyalty and devotion in its rawest form. From a storytelling perspective, this episode sets up the romance to evolve from subtle tension into an unbreakable partnership. Shaoyou is finally starting to see Huayong not just as a protector, but as someone whose presence is essential to his survival, emotionally and physically. And Huayong, on the other hand, is no longer hiding his feelings behind duty. His refusal to leave Shaoyou's side, even when ordered to, is a public declaration of his devotion. What's really beautiful is how the hospital room becomes a metaphor for their relationship. The sterile smell of disinfectant, the white walls, the blood stains, it's a cold and painful environment. Yet, within it, their warmth for each other grows stronger. Every glance, every word of comfort, every refusal to let go turns this bleak setting into proof of their bond. And let's not forget the subtle detail of Shaoyou protecting his abdomen. In the ABO world, this detail hints at something deeper, his vulnerability, his potential future, and the way Huayong instinctively steps in to guard that part of him. It foreshadows the path their relationship may take, where Huayong not only becomes his shield but also his partner in whatever destiny lies ahead. By the end of the episode, what stays with you isn't just the political drama or the betrayal by Shaoqing. What lingers is the image of Huayong refusing to leave, and Shaoyou's heart racing not from poison but from the fear of losing the man who has silently, fiercely, claimed his place beside him. So if I had to sum up this preview, episode 15 is where the Shaoyou-Huayong romance finally takes center stage. Their connection, built on years of tension and unspoken feelings, is now undeniable. Through pain, betrayal, and blood, they find each other in a way that can't be ignored anymore. This is more than just an episode, it's the beginning of the true partnership, forged in crisis but destined to grow stronger. Looking ahead, episode 15 doesn't just deepen the bond between Shaoyou and Huayong, it sets the stage for what could be the most powerful arc of the series. The fallout from Shaoyou's poisoning, the betrayal by his own brother, and Huayong's refusal to back down all point to a future where their romance becomes the heart of the story. Fans who have been waiting for a more open and undeniable connection between them will find themselves rewarded here, because their love is no longer hinted at, it's right there, raw and unshakable. So that wraps up my preview review of ABO Desire the series episode 15. This is easily one of the most emotional episodes so far, and it proves that Shaoyou and Huayong's love story is not just background, it's the core of everything. If you've been following this series, you definitely don't want to miss this one. I'll be keeping an eye on where their relationship goes from here, because after this turning point, nothing will ever be the same.